Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about the final ideas I had for my Dig 335 digital artifact. As you may already know, I was trying to see if I could 3D print a replacement organ for a cat, specifically a kidney. Unfortunately, things haven't quite gone as planned. About a week after I released my first video, I found out that my only other cat, Tiger, also was suffering from chronic kidney failure, and it looked like we were going to have it put down. He's a bit of a miracle cat. One of his kidneys has completely failed, but the other one had a blockage in it, which cleared, meaning that he does have some kidney function. So we didn't have to put him down just then. However, he is on an IV drip every second day. We have to flush out his kidney with fluids, and we're living on borrowed time. I wasn't really sure if I was going to continue this project if we did have to put him down, because I thought the memory would be a little bit fresh. There's two things people know about me: I like science and I like cats, and the thought of being a crazy cat lady without any cats seemed too depressing for me to even contemplate. Lucky enough, we avoided most of that for now. Despite all of the hiccups along the way, the trajectory for my project hasn't changed. My goal is to still see if I can 3D print an exoskeleton for a kidney that you can grow stem cells out into to make it a functioning organ. To complement this project, I'm still going to be doing a whole series of blogs and videos to really fill in how my research is going and how Tiger's going as well. Along the way, I'm going to be looking at a series of issues that people face whilst 3D printing and whilst considering 3D printing. This isn't just limited to the scientific aspect of it like I originally thought. I'll admit I'm very pro-science, almost crazily so, and I'm very biased as a result. So I was only considering the problems I was going to have with trying to print a vein structure, trying to find the right materials, trying to find a workable model for the cat kidney, and also an accurate cat scan. I hadn't considered a lot of the social and political issues behind 3D printing as well, and I think it's important that I mention them. Admittedly, a lot of the problems that come with 3D printing are examined through the lens of a human getting a replacement organ that's been 3D printed. In humans, you can either get an organ from a transplant, which means that from someone who's died, or you can look into getting a 3D printed replacement organ. Now, the main difference between these two and the main ethical dilemma between these two is getting a 3D printed organ is usually easier, quicker, but much more expensive, which means that rich people arguably get a better chance at life just because they can afford that expensive treatment. The reason organs are so expensive is because they're time consuming to print. They need very specific materials, and the whole 3D printing industry as a whole hasn't really taken off yet as much as it could have, which means that the process haven't been refined so that they're cheaper. A lot of the ethical issues that exist for human patients aren't there for cat patients. Whilst there is still the issue that only some pet owners could afford those expensive replacement organs, I know, and I'm probably a little bit biased in saying this, we've spent a lot of money on Tiger, and a lot of other pet owners would have paid to just have him put down. And it's sad that they wouldn't make that an option for us if we were willing to pay for it just because of that cost difference. But I can also understand the argument of equity, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to mediate that one just yet. As for the transplant versus 3D printed argument, it's not really an option for cats. There are some very rare transplants that do occur, however they're not commonplace. There's not really a wait list. You're either near a vet station that does it or not. All in all, I'm excited to get going, and we'll see how it goes.